6. Procedure for declaration of a distinct institution as deemed to be university. 6.01. The following can submit online application through UGC portal for setting up a new institution deemed to be university, main campus only, or main campus and constituent units devoted to study and research in discipline as defined in clause 2.11 of this regulation. First, any sponsoring body with philanthropic aim or with commitment to society or aiming for the social, cultural, and educational development of the country. Second, central, state, union territory government. 6.02 Existing institution, cluster of institutions, whether government or private, either from same sponsoring body or different sponsoring bodies, can also apply under this category for the establishment of main campus only or main campus and constituent units provided they are devoted to study and research in discipline as defined in clause 2.11 of these regulations. 6.03 Institution under distinct category shall be exempted from the clause 4.01 of these regulations. However, the proposed institution deemed to be university shall start its operation with minimum 5 academic programs, either in UG, PG integrated research of combination of these with physical and academic infrastructure as per the norms of Commission relevant statutory body. 6.04 The applicant shall submit the application consist of the following. First, no objection certificate from the state government. Each state, union territory government shall furnish its considered views to the applicant's sponsoring bodies which intends to establish an institution deemed to be university within 60 days of the receipt of the request from the applicant's sponsoring body. In case no such views are received by the applicant sponsoring body within 60 days, it shall be presumed that the state or the union territory government have no comments to offer on the request. Second, NOC from affiliating university in case of affiliated college. If the affiliating university does not respond to the request of applicant institution within 60 days of UGC application portal, it shall be presumed that the university has no objection to the application. Third, a detailed project report containing its 15 detailed strategic vision plan and a 5-year rolling implementation plan, academic plan, faculty recruitment plan, student admission plan, research plan, campus information and communication technology plan, infrastructure development plan, finance plan, administrative plan, governance plan, etc., with clear annual milestones and action plans on how the new institution deemed to be university is to be set up or will be developed with identifiable output and outcomes. Fourth, details of the sponsoring body with its aims and objectives along with the details of the key academic and administrative personnel. Fifth, land ownership documents in the name of the proposed institution deemed to be university or the sponsoring body. The institution shall give link of the land ownership record in the government portal. Sixth, approval of the relevant statutory bodies for the professional courses which are currently being run. Seventh, information along with evidence regarding the existing academic and physical infrastructure. Eighth, details of the financial sustainability of the proposed institution deemed to be university along with the details of the corpus fund to be created in the name of the proposed institution deemed to be university. Ninth, an undertaking to the effect the proposed institution deemed to be university shall abide by all provisions of this regulation. 10th, in case of institution of central, state, union territory government and government funded institutions, a letter of commitment from the respective government to continue financial support to the institution even after declaration as institution deemed to be university. 9th, copies of the documents uploaded on the Commission's web portal shall also be publicly disclosed on the website of the institution, duly certified by the head of the institution sponsoring body. Any information found to be false after due verification shall be liable for the criminal prosecution under the Indian Penal Code 1860 as amended from the time to time. 6.05 The Commission shall refer the application for examination to an expert committee to be constituted by Chairman of the Commission, and the committee may direct the applicant to make a presentation to demonstrate whether or not the institution fulfills the requirement as specified in these regulations. 6.06. The expert committee shall submit its report to the Commission within 30 days from the date of reference to it, by way of recommendation on whether or not the letter of intent can be issued and whether the same shall be issued with or without any additional conditions. 6.07. The Commission shall forward its advice to the Government within 30 days from the date of receiving the report of the expert committee, and thereafter the Government shall, having taken into consideration the advice of the Commission, usually within a further period of 30 days, either issue a letter of intent valid for a period of 3 years or reject the proposal statements thereto. Under exceptional circumstances, the validity of letter of intent may be extended beyond 3 years by the Government on the advice of Commission, which will take into the account preparedness of institution in respect of fulfillment of conditions of LOI. The sponsoring body shall submit a report of compliance in respect of the conditions mentioned in letter of intent within period of 3 years to the Government, which shall be forwarded to the Commission for its verification and advice, and the Government shall take further steps following the procedure mentioned in clause 5 of these regulations. 7th. Off-campus center. 7.01 First. Institution deemed to be universities with minimum A grade and above or ranked from 1 to 100 in the university's category of current NIRF ranking are eligible to set up new off-campus centers. 7.01 Second. Institution declared as deemed to be universities under distinct category can apply for off-campuses within 5 years of the declaration. After 5 years, they have to fulfill the criteria stipulated at 7.01 first. 7.02. Institution deemed to be universities with a minimum A grade and above or ranked from 1 to 100 in the university's categories of NIRF ranking shall submit their applications for setting up off-campus centers through UGC portal. They need to submit no objection certificate. A. From the state government where the off-campus is proposed, each state or union territory government shall furnish its considered view NOC to the applicant institution deemed to be university within 60 days of the receipt of the request from the applicant institution deemed to be university. In case no such views NOC are received by the applicant institution deemed to be university within 60 days, it shall be presumed that state or union territory government have no comments to offer on the request. And B. From the relevant statutory body for approval to set up off-campus centers for issues of letter of intent for setting up off-campus centers as the case may be. By following due procedure for setting up off-campus centers as stipulated in these regulations, an institution deemed to be university can also apply on UGC portal for establishing an off-campus center by taking over any affiliated college under the same sponsoring society company by progressively closing the affiliated college to convert it into an off-campus center. NOC from the affiliating university should accompany the application. The affiliating university shall decide on granting NOC to the deemed to be university within a maximum period of 60 days from the receipt of request, failing which it would be presumed that affiliating university has no objection to the application by institution deemed to be university for establishing an off-campus center. 7.03. The infrastructure at proposed off-campus center shall be in accordance with the norms and standards prescribed by the UGC or relevant statutory body. 7.04. The chairman of the commission may constitute a standing committee to undertake examination of the information furnished by the institution deemed to be university. 7.05. The commission, after taking into consideration the recommendation of the standing committee, may either issue a notification for setting up of off-campus centers or reject the proposal stating the reasons thereto. Based on the advice of the expert committee, the Commission may consider to approve any off-campus on case-to-case basis. Once the off-campus is approved, the commission may validate the degree of the students of such campuses. 7.06. If at any time the information provided by the applicant institution deemed to university is found to be incorrect, the Commission may withdraw the approval for starting the off-campus center. And in order to protect the interest of students enrolled at such center, the institution deemed to be university shall take necessary action for the shifting of students to the main campus. 7.07. The compliance in respect of the condition stipulated in the letter of intent already issued by the government prior to the notification of this regulation shall be submitted to the Commission, which shall take necessary action as per the provision of these regulations. 8.0. Offshore campus. 8.01. Institution deemed to be university may start or establish offshore campuses in accordance with the provisions stipulated by the UGC from time to time in its regulation. 8.02. Existing offshore campus will continue to operate provided they have obtained due permissions. 9th. Monitoring. 9.01. The Commission shall monitor the performance and academic outcomes of deemed to be universities having valid accreditation by NAAC with less than A grade or ranked more than 100 in current NIRF ranking universities category not later than every 5 years on the basis of report submitted annually by deemed to be universities. Such monitoring shall be based on public disclosure on performance parameters, namely, first, the graduate outcome shall be such that minimum of 50% of the graduating students secure access to employment, self-employment or engage themselves in pursuit of higher education. Second, they promote linkage of students with the society or industry such that at least two-thirds of the students engage in socially productive activities during their period of the study in the institutions. Third, train the students in essential professional skills such as teamwork, communication skills, leadership skills, time management skills, soft skills, etc., and indicate a spirit of innovation, entrepreneurship, and critical thinking among the students and promote avenues for display of these talents. Fourth, teacher-student ratio of 1:20 with a minimum combined faculty strength of not less than 100 teachers and a minimum combined student strength of 2,000 on its roll under the regular classroom mode or as per norms of relevant statutory body, and ensure that not more than 10% of the sanctioned post of the teachers is vacant at any point of time. Fifth, conduct induction programs for the students. Sixth, adopt learning outcome based on curriculum framework and revise curriculum at regular intervals. Seventh, use information communication technology based learning tools for effective teaching learning processes. 8. Choice-based credit system, academic flexibility for interdisciplinary learning. 9th. Examination reforms to ensure that student assessment is based on understanding of the concepts and application thereof. 10th. Ensure that at least half of the students passing out appear for examinations such as GATE, JAM, UGC, NET, and at least half of those qualify. 11th. Tracking of the student progress after completion of course. 12th. Ensure that all new teachers immediately after recruitment are put through an induction course imparting pedagogical aspects. 13. All existing teachers shall be placed through an annual refresher training. 14. Compulsory participation in NIRF ranking. 15. National level merit-based admission process. 16. Effective implementation of measures for quality improvement as per quality mandate of UGC. 17. Set up startup incubation centers, technology development centers, centers in frontier areas of research, promote interdisciplinary research and support a vibrant research and innovations culture, collaborating where possible with research organization and research labs. 18. To ensure not to start or run any professional courses governed by specific acts of parliament except with prior and specific approval of the authority constituted thereunder as well in conformity with the clause 8 of these regulations. 19. To submit the types of courses those are being afforded latest by 30th April every year. The details to be provided are year, department, courses offered, whether the course is professional or general, approval of statutory council, approval of UGC, student intake, actual number of students enrolled, etc. 20. Every year on completion of the admissions, the deemed to be university shall upload all the data on its website. 21. To adhere to these regulations and other rules or regulations or direction issued by the UGC and relevant statutory bodies from time to time. 9.02. The Commission shall decide on the physical verification of an institution deemed to be university or constitute teams for such verification only on receipt of complaints against the accuracy and veracity of information placed on website of the institution in respect of the parameters referred in clause 9.01. 9.03. The performance and academic outcomes of the institution deemed to be university having valid accreditation by NAEC with less than A grade or ranked more than 100 in current NIRF rankings shall be evaluated by expert committee constituted by Chairman of the Commission based on the criteria stipulated in clause 9.01 of these regulations. For purpose of such elevation, the expert committee may adopt such procedures as it may deem appropriate. 9.04. The expert committee shall submit a report to Commission specifying its recommendation on performance and academic outcomes of the institution deemed to be university. Those deemed to be universities that are found deficient in some aspect shall be given a period to rectify the deficiencies. Failing to rectify the deficiency, the expert committee shall recommend for withdrawal of deemed to be university status. In those cases where the expert committee has recommended for withdrawal of deemed to be university status, the Commission shall tender its advice to the government, and upon receipt of the advice of the Commission, an action shall initiated by the central government for withdrawal of the status of institution as an institution deemed to be university and consequent step thereon. Governance. 10.01. The proposed or existing institution deemed to be university shall be registered as a not-for-profit society under the Societies Registration Act 1860 or as a non-for-profit trust under the Public Trust Act or as a not-for-profit company under Section 8 of the Companies Act 2013, provided that a sponsoring body exclusively established for running educational institution shall be exempted from registering as a separate not-for-profit society, trust, company for the deemed to be university. However, the sponsoring body shall categorically mention in its registration deed that the sponsoring body is exclusively for running educational activities and no other activities are being carried out or shall be carried out in future under it. Provided further that if the sponsoring body of an existing institution deemed to be university does not have a society or trust or company exclusively for running educational institutions, it shall form a new not-for-profit society or trust or company for the deemed to be university. In such cases, the sponsoring body shall be exempted from the transferring of its movable and immovable assets to the newly created society, trust or company. If such sponsoring body provides notarized affidavit to the effect that the entire movable and immovable assets allocated to the institution deemed to be university shall not be leased or otherwise disposed of without the prior permissions of the Commission, and also that all the expansion in the future shall be undertaken by the society, trust, company exclusively established for deemed to be university, provided also that the sponsoring body shall make available the infrastructure for operating the institution deemed to be university without any rental or other such charges. 10.02. All movable and immovable assets of the institution deemed to be university shall be used only for the purpose of conducting academic activities, promotion of research, and related administrative requirement of the institution deemed to be university, including outreach educational activities. 10.03. The highest governing body of the institution deemed to be university shall be Executive Council to be headed by the Vice Chancellor and consisting of not less than 9 and not more than 15 members. 10.04. The Executive Council shall be the principal executive body of the institution deemed to be a university. 10.05. The composition of Executive Council shall be under first, Vice Chancellor, Chairperson, second, Pro-Vice Chancellor, wherever applicable, third, 4 members from among deans of school of studies by rotation accordingly to seniority to be appointed by the Vice Chancellor, fourth, 1 professor who is not a dean by rotation according to seniority to be appointed by the Vice Chancellor, fifth, 1 associate professor by rotation according to seniority to be appointed by the Vice Chancellor, sixth, 1 assistant professor by rotation according to seniority to be appointed by the Vice Chancellor, seventh, 1 representative of the central government or the state government as the case may be where the institution deemed to be university is controlled and managed by such government or is receiving grants directly or indirectly of a minimum 50% of the average expenditure of 3 previous year, who shall be an eminent academic not below the rank of professor. In respect of all institution deemed to be university, the UGC shall nominate a representative. 8. Nominees of the sponsoring body not exceeding 2 in number. 9th. The registrar who shall be ex officio secretary of the Executive Council.